urine, running blood, pus, a mouthful vomit, and postnatal bleeding, semen, mazi, and wadi. These are nijasate ghaliza, intense impurity. The blood that has not flowed out of wound is pure. But appear, someone points and scratch, and the blood appeared and does not flow from the its actual place. It is pure. And all blood within its actual place are blood, pure, napak. When flows out of body, is, is napak. It is najasat. It is impurity. It is najasat ghaliza. Got it? Hmm. Water coming out of an itching eye is najasat ghaliza. Someone feeling pain in his eye, and he and the water coming out of itching eye is a najasat ghaliza. In reality, it is not a water, it is a blood that turned to the whites. Okay. Similarly, water coming out navel and teeth due to pain is also najasat ghaliza. The same rule, because in reality is not water, it is blood. But due to pain, due to process, inner side process, it turned to the like a water. The how can we recognize and differ it from the water? Because if these things out of pain, come out of pain, it is najasat ghalira, it is impurity, it is najasat, it is najasat. The running blood of every land animal as well as the meat and fat of carrion are najasat ghalira. Carrion is animal that has circulating blood and has died without a complaint slaughter. Moreover, an animal slaughtered by a fire worshipper, an idol worshipper, or religious apostate is also carrion, murda, mayit. Even if such a person has slaughtered a halal animal like a goat by reciting Bismillah Allahu Akbar. And if someone non-Muslims recited Bismillah Allahu Akbar, and idol worshipper and fire worshippers recite and then slaughter, it will not be taken in account, will not be considered as a halal, because only intention near will be accepted from believer for Muslims, because they are uttering words is contradiction whatever they believe. The meat and the skin of this animal has become impure, and which is slaughtered by fire worshipper and idol worshipper and non-believers. However, if a Muslim has slaughtered even haram animal, according to Sharia method, his meat is pure, but eating this meat is haram. Like someone slaughtered elephant by Sharia standard, by reciting Bismillah Rahman. It means its meat is pure, not halal for eating. Not for halal is mean if he touch with this meat, his cloth will not be become impure. Got it? Uh, haram animal, those animal we do not eat. We do not eat like lion, elephants. These are haram animals. If someone slaughtered by Sharia standard, it is pure. It means if this after flowing out his blood, his meat touch with the cloth of Muslims, his cloth does not become impure. He does not need to purify, clean this. But eating this meat is haram. We cannot eat. We will eat only certain animal which is permitted according Sharia. This ruling does not apply to the pig, which is najisul ayn. All body parts, even its hair and everything of pig and pork is a najisul ayn, which can never be purified in any way. And faces and urine of haram quadruped like a dog and lion, the vixen, the cat, rat, donkey, mole, and elephant, the pig, and dung of horse, and so all in nijasat ghaliza, intense impurity. And feces of every halal quartered like cow, and the buffalo, the goat, and camel. Dropping of a bird which cannot fly high like a hen, and the duck, whether the bird is small or big, is nijasat ghaliza, intense impurity. Every type of wine and intoxicating toddy is also najasat ghaliza, intense impurity. The meat of those wild snakes and frogs which have circulating blood, even if they are slaughtered, similarly, their skin, even if it is tanned. The meat, bones, and hair of a pig, even if it is slaughtered, all these are najasat ghaliza, intense impurity. The blood of the lizard and the chameleon is najasat ghaliza. The secretion of an elephant's trunk and saliva of the lion and dog, leopard, other uh, quadrupeds, beads are najasat ghaliza. Ruling on najasat ghaliza, how to purify this najasat. The ruling on najasat ghaliza is that if it soils the body or a piece of cloth in quantity that exceed dirham like 1 dirham coin, the dirham 1 dirham coin, which is was uh, running in the era of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Sahaba, not nowadays dirham, is equivalent to inside of palm. If you pull this and put water, this place. Uh, huh. In quantity that exceed dirham, more than dirham, uh, it is fun to purify before starting salah. It is compulsory, most compulsory for to purify it. If offered without purifying it, salah will not be valid. To offer salah knowingly in this state is grave sin. Moreover, if salah is offered in this state, considering salah unimportant, then it is kufr and unbelief. If najasat ghaliza has soiled the body or a piece of cloth equal to quantity of dirham, we learn the more than dirham. There are three levels. One is exceed the dirham. Second one is equal to dirhams. And third one is less than dirham. And the first one is to clean and to remove such impurity before starting salah farz. And which is equivalent to dirham, it is wajib, compulsory. And which is less than 1 dirham, it is sunnah. If najasat ghaliza has soiled the body or a piece of cloth equal to the quantity of dirham, then it is wajib to purify it. If offered without purifying the body and or the cloth, salah will be makruh tahrimi, most disliked, close to haram. And such salah need to repeat, need to read once again. It will be wajib in this case to repeat such salah after purifying the cloth or the body. Offering salah deliberately without purifying is a sin. If najasat ghaliza has soiled the body or a piece of cloth less than the quantity of dirham, less than quantity, it is sunnah to purify it. If offered without purifying it, salah will be valid, but contrary to the sunnah, against the sunnah. It is better to repeat such salah. This is recommended. Explanation of quantity of dirham. Ah. In case najasat ghaliza thick. Uh, there are two type of najasat. Sometimes najasat ghaliza is thin, sometimes is thick. In case najasat ghaliza is thick, like stool, dung, 1 dirham refers to mass equal to 450 masha, equal to 4.374 grams in nowadays in weight. Therefore, rate of this water refers to as two times. Uh, if najasat ghaliza is thick, then 374 grams, it is for to remove such najasat, such impurity. If najasat ghaliza has soiled different part of body or the cloth, or no part is soiled with it equal to 1 dirham, but it is collectively in different parts, in body and clothes, different part. It is collectively equal to 1 dirham. A total amount of impurity from all parties equal to 1 dirham. Then it will be considered as equal to 1 dirham. And all different places will be taken in account. If it is more than 1 dirham, all collected, it is if it is more than 1 dirham, then it will be considered as 1 dirham. In case of najasat khafifa also, the same ruling will apply on the basis of total amount. Uh, we learn the definition of najasat ghaliza water. Okay. Even we have some ways of purifying water by any pure liquid items. Someone have no waters, have cow dung is in his clothes. He can if removed by this by the using juice, it became pure. Okay, it is better to use water. So how to purify najasat ghaliza, intense purity, by removing the najasat and impurity. Understood? Najasat khafifa, light impurity. The ruling on najasat khafifa is that if it has soil a part of the body or clothing in the quantity that is less than one fourth, less than one fourth. Like this, our shirt, the shirt is considered a one part. If he soiled one fourth of this part, it will be considered as a fur to remove such impurity. Okay, in quantity that is less than one fourth of that part, that part. Like our face is one part, the arm and shoulder is a one part, and this portion is a one part. Okay, it is has in different places. We'll take will consider as equal. If it reach more than one fourth, it means it is impure. Need to purify themselves. Okay. That is less than one fourth of that part, then it is excused, is maaf. For example, if a sleeve or a hand is soiled with it in the quantity that is less than one fourth, just little, spoil the little place. That is less than one fourth of sleeve or the hand, respectively, then it is excused, and it is not for to purify before starting salah, but it's better, which means that salah offer in this state is valid. And if it is less than one fourth of that body part. However, if the entire one fourth part is soiled with it, then salah will not be valid unless purity is achieved. Ruling on curd. The ruling on curd of every quadruped is the same as the ruling on its faces. Animal act of bringing the swallowed fodder back from the stomach to the mouth and chewing it again is called cud. The cow and camel usually keep chewing, causing the foamy saliva to drool at their mouth. The foamy saliva except the drooling at their cow and camel mouth due to chewing the curd is nijasat ghaliza, an intense impurity. If it spoil the more than 1 dirham, it make the cloth and body impure. Need to remove and clean before starting salah. Ruling on uh, gallbladder. Ruling on gallbladder of any animal is the same as their urine. The gallbladder of haram animal is najasat ghaliza, while that of halal animal is najasat khafifa. Halal and haram animals, and halal animals are which we eat, which is permissible to eat. Uh, Omit of animals. Then same rulings how to purify najasat khafifa, a light impurity, to clean with water. To clean with water that place. It became part and pure. The omit of animals. The ruling on the omit of every animal is the same as on its faces. The animal whose face is pure, like sparrow or the pigeon, its omit also pure. And the animal whose faces is nijasat khafifa, like hog or cow, its omit is also nijasat khafifa. Similarly, animal whose feces is nijasat ghaliza, like the hair or the dirt, its omit also nijasat ghaliza. Omit here means the food and the or water that has returned from the stomach, from the inside of stomach. God, listen. So basically, nijasat are two types. Nijasat ghaliza, second one is nijasat khafifa. Nijasat ghaliza, intense impurity. Nijasat khafifa, light impurity. Uh, how to measure nijasat ghaliza? The parameter in nijasat ghaliza is dirham. If it exceeds more than dirham, it is for to clean. And equal to dirham is wajib. If it is the less than 1 dirham, it is sunnah. And nijasat khafifa, if it spoil more than one fourth of that part, it is for to clean that part, that cloth and that body part every. If it is less than one fourth, it is permissible to read to perform salah without cleaning. It is better, it is sunnah, it is mustahab, it is recommended sunnah to clean uh, if it is less than one fourth before starting salah. Okay. Mm. Impurity drops into milk and water. How to remove? How to purify? The separately stated ruling on najasat ghalis and khafifa are applicable only when the impurity has soiled the body or the clothes. Soiled the body or clothes. But if the impurity, whether najasat ghaliza or najasat khafifa, a light impurity, drop into a liquid substance like milk and water, the milk water will become impure. Even if the impurity is only a single drop, if one drop of wine uh, uh, drop into the water of uh, water of full of buckets, it make the whole water impure. If najasat khafifa mixes with najasat ghaliza, then all become najasat ghaliza. We cannot use such if the one drop of urine and one drop of wine and drop in the water which is less than uh, 10 by 10 measurement, 10 by 10 pool. You know, the water is two types. If it is less than 10 by 10, 10 by 10, uh, if one drop of wine can make it impure. If water is more than 10 by 10 pool, you see pool inside the mosque, okay? If its measurement is more than 10 by 10, more than 10 by 10 from all sides, it become my jari, the flowing waters. It one drop and nijasat, the impurity does not make such water impure. Okay. Mhm. How to purify the wall and land trade? If an impure piece of land has dried, causing the traces of impurity, its color and smell to disappear, then it is pure no matter the impurity has dried because of wind, sun, or fire. By this way, wall and land will be park. Therefore, salah can be offered on that land, but tayammum cannot be made with it. We cannot use as for tayammum that land. For tayammum, we need to a pure land, pure earth, pure soil, which never uh, gets impurity. Because Allah Ta'ala says, Sa'idan tayyiba in Quran for ascribing such land for tayammum. Sa'idan tayyiba. It means it never gets any impurity. The tree, the grass, the wall, and the brick which is fixed to the ground all get pure after they have dried, provided the traces, color, and smell of impurity have disappeared. If the brick is not fixed to the ground, then it will not be. Similarly, if a tree or grass is cut before the impurity has dried, then it is necessary to wash it for purity. A stone that cannot be separated from the ground will be purified when it dries, provided the traces of impurity no longer exist. Otherwise, it is necessary to wash it. If anything that is attached to the ground becomes impure and it is separated from the ground after it has dried, it is still pure. It will be considered as a pure. If a thing has been purified because of being rubbed or dried, gets wet later on, it not will not become impure in this case. Urination. Afterwards, it dried and the traces, even it has died because it is impurity. Huh? Plaster with dung. Ah. The rule is same. We cannot perform salah on such place. Hmm? Yeah, they use dung to for plaster. Yeah, in that's the rule the same. Blood of fish is pure, and that of the bug and mosquito are pure. Uh, it means it spoil body and clothes. We can perform with such clothes and with in this state. Similar, saliva and sweat of mule and donkey are pure. Small splashes of urine. If very teeny needle tip splashes of urine fall onto the body or the cloth, the body or the cloth both will remain pure. It is uh, ma'af. It is forgiven. If a piece of cloth with such small splashes of urine on it falls into water, like needle, the water will not become impure. It is maaf, forgiven. Remain of Remains of blood in meat. Uh, uh, you need to focus this part. The leftover blood in meat and spleen and liver is pure. After removing the flowing blood, some blood remain after washing and cleaning the meat. If these things are stained with the flowing blood, then they are impure. They will not get pure unless washed. Dried bones of animal, except swine, all other animals, bones which are not stained with fat of carrion, mayyit, are pure. It means the dry bone mix any food items, any other items in proteins, we can take it. Their hair and the teeth are also pure. Milk of haram animals. The milk of haram animals is impure. Uh, like uh, any haram cat, dog. Like. However, the milk of mare is pure, but it is not permissible to drink it. Not permissible to drink it. What does mean? And it spoil the body part and clothes. It does not make it impure. Okay. Dropping of mouse. Dropping of a mouse is impure, but it is gets grinded with the wheat and falls into oil. Then it's this flour and oil is pure. However, if the taste is changed, then this flour and oil are impure. If these dropping are found in the bread, but the ruling, remove the portion of, okay, can skip it. Flies sitting on impurity. Uh, okay, you can stop it. Huh? Yes, 20. Products, yeah. Already later on. Dog's saliva is haram. Dog saliva is haram. If saliva spoil your body, your clothes, okay, makes impure. Point already we passed. Ah, and its dung is haram. Impurity, nejasat ghaliza, nejasat ghaliza, intense impurity. How people have dog in their house? So bad. Ah, And if normally they have no sense, it can impure your bed, your sheet, your clothes, every. You are Muslim, uh, you need to follow the command of Allah. Even the angels do not come such house where the people have done. If uh, uh, as a as a security, you can use it in your field, in outside of your home, not inside home. It is permissible to have dog as a security outside. And in ancient time, people do not have security camera. They used to dog as a security uh, in their field. Close it. Please remember